Oh
What's up,
yeah.
guys? Superbowl LV double I. Does anybody even know Roman numerals? I don't even know what Super Bowl number this is because I don't know anything about Roman numerals or anything like that. So
You didn't
what,
pay
what number
attention
is
in
this?
math class or what?
Yeah, no, that math I tuned out. I hated math. So and I'm good at it, but I just hate it. So what Super Bowl is this? 54, 55? What is that? LV? What does it count for?
It's Super
I only
Bowl.
know this was actually a trivia question this past week on Tuesday. They said, like, give us all of the Roman numerals, and I didn't know that there was L. I just thought X, D, and I. That's honestly what I thought. So
Yeah, they don't,
horrible with
they
Roman
don't teach
numerals
you
as
that
well.
far into Roman numerals here in the U.S., right? Like that's not a thing.
No, but there's like a lot, bro. There's like at least 8 Roman numerals for amounts. So there's a lot.
What's gonna happen 50 years down the road when you're at 100 and it's like some number they gotta make up? I don't know. We'll see what's
They're
up.
gonna freestyle it like us today, cuz. They're
For
gonna
real.
Absolutely.
freestyle it.
So yeah, today's episode is a complete freestyle. We just gonna kick it with you guys. Whoever's in the comments, whatever y'all want to talk about, we're gonna talk about. But let's just start with the big event from last night, UFC 284. Volkanovski and Makachev, new champion in featherweight division, Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett. Guys, let's talk about Yair. Were you impressed with that performance?
Ben, go ahead, man. Because honestly, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even watch the Yair fight because we were at a party and
Oh,
It
we
looks
were
like
at a
you were at a
party,
party.
dude, and we're watching it on the phone, fool. So it was like buffering and all that, so we didn't get to watch it. So you
Ron
guys
trying
tell
to get his
me.
Mexican card taken from him right there, bro.
Yeah.
Last
So
night
you
we got another Mexican champion to go along with Brandon Moreno. Yair Rodriguez fought for the interim title,
uh,
and man, he looked good, bro. He looked very violent. I think this was, obviously his best outing. A lot of people, we were talking on the podcast prior to the fight about how the Max Holloway fight got him a lot of street cred or a lot of cred in the UFC, because he was known as a guy who was supposedly scared to fight Zabit Nurmagomedov. Yair Rodriguez got cut from the UFC 3 years ago, for briefly, like a week. But now he's a champion and he looked really good. Even when Josh Emmett was able to take him down, he was throwing elbows from the bottom and not like, these pity patty elbows. He was throwing some violent stuff. So I thought it was a really good outing. I can't wait to see him versus Volk. I think if they stand up, it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah. I think so
then
too. Yair was, those kicks were dangerous. The one to the gut that dropped him was crazy. Emmett looked slow. I do buy the injury news. He didn't talk about it at all yesterday, but I mean, his lateral movements weren't that great. I do buy the hip injury news after seeing that, and Yair took advantage of it completely. And what a addition to his game, adding a wrinkle to his game and getting the sub on the bottom with the triangle. That was dope to see him get better. I can't wait to see him and Volk run it.
but isn't Emmett like a fucking like OG? Like, isn't he an older dude already, kind of on his way out, or
This
no?
was his last chance at the belt. This is his last chance at the title. He's older and he came up short last night.
So so then
Yeah.
is it like so then does that take any credibility away from Yair's win? Since
No,
Emmett's an OG or
no,
like
because the way
No,
Yair
Yair
performed.
looked really good. Yeah, he looked really good. Like he got him out of there quick, and I mean he choked him out with some jiu-jitsu. Emmett also, I think he was done. Those body kicks, Justin, he kept spamming them, bro. I
And
was
they
like, man,
found a home every time.
yeah, I was like, is this somebody playing just UFC 4 the game? He kept spamming the body kicks, spamming the body kicks.
At
But
one
yeah, he
point,
looks really good, man.
Emmett got tired of getting spammed with those kicks. He starts using his hands to block kicks, and you can't use your arms to block kicks because you're gonna break an arm. So it was bad. He made good work of Emmett. So and Emmett's a killer in that octagon. He
He's a
knocks
tough
people
guy. Yeah,
cold.
he's a tough guy.
Yeah, and Yair made him look easy. So
where did y'all watch the fight at?
at home, big screen,
Same at home.
Pirates life for
Dang.
me. You know how it is.
And the main event, Volkanovski against Islam. I mean, I thought it was kind of just like I thought Volkanovski won. On my cards, he won. I had him winning at least 3 rounds to 2. I didn't think that Islam did much. I guess the control and the laying and praying. I mean, he was diving at ankles, bro. That it was disgusting. It was disgusting to see. It was like the desperate takedowns that you see some of these dudes. Like it looked like some shit that you were seeing McGregor shoot on Nate Diaz. When he shot the takedown on Nate. He looked very, very average. It was the first time we've seen him look like this. And shout out to Volk. I mean, he didn't win, but this is one where it's like, holy shit, this guy's for real. Saw a lot of people tweeting, while we were waiting for the decision, win or lose, Volk's, a badass. Win or lose, Volk's an all-timer. So my scorecards had it for Volk. I don't want to say robbery, but I mean, even if we just look at the damage, the face, the strikes, Volkanovski won that fight, man.
Yeah, he inflicted more damage for sure. I had it 3-2 Islam, but like I was telling you earlier, I could see a card for Volk 2-3-2 the other way. That round 2 to me was the closest round. I thought 1 and 4 for Islam were for sure, and I thought 3 and 5 for Volk were for sure. So round 2 is where I kind of saw this is the swing round, could go either way.
Yeah.
I gave it to Islam based on the fact that he had 19 significant strikes to Volk's 11 significant strikes. But those strikes weren't damageful strikes. At the end of the day, you saw the faces, and it looked like one had been in a fight and the other had maybe had a little scruffle. Volk definitely did more with his opportunities on in the stand-up. But this is the first time we've seen anybody make Islam look normal. Islam comes in and he dominates fights. He wrestles them and he makes it look easy. And a lot of people, I think, overreacted and just wanted to dismiss Islam because it didn't look easy last night. But I think he just grinded out that win with the hugging. I don't think it's, great to do that. But he was just putting his head behind Volk's back where he couldn't get punched, staying away. Volk was chirping at the ref. Volk even chirped at Islam's team, was like, yo, let's stand up. Like, let's get up. Like, you're not doing anything with your takedown time. All he doing was just holding on for dear life. And that's not like an advancement of offense. So I just feel like scorecards and judging criteria should be changed because what I saw from Islam last night wasn't, to me worthy of winning, but it's the criteria that we have right now.
I think that Volk just looked like the smaller guy. That's probably the main thing that I took is that any other dude, it's just Volk when Volk hits you, he has power. He has power in those hands, and I think that he needed to let go of those hands a little bit more. I mean, albeit it's tough to do it against Islam because anytime that Volk was trying to throw any hook, any overhand right, he had to worry because Islam just was going to take him down with the counter. So if you're Volk, you want to throw, but every throw, every hook, every jab, it's like, oh, he's going to take me down. He's going to take me down. So I felt like it was hard for Volk to let his hands go. When we were watching the fight, all we were saying was, hey, Volk, you got to throw, Volk, let the fucking hands go, uppercut, something. But I mean, it's tough when any big swinging hook or big jab, whatever it is, you're gonna worry about getting taken down. And I think it was the size, man. You could just see Islam was the bigger guy, clearly the bigger guy. So it was just tough for Volk to he couldn't
impose his will.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ben.
So
he couldn't impose
with what
his
we
will.
saw last night. We saw Yair win decisively. Volk is a champion in that division. What do you want to see more? Do you want to see Volk go back down and unify the belts at 145? Or would we rather see Volk run it back with Islam and try to get it back? Because honestly, momentum was heading towards Volk after that third round. Man. And then Islam did that slip takedown and he just held on for dear life that fourth round, didn't do nothing but hold. And momentum kind of went back to, 50-50. Then Volk at the end of the fifth round got momentum again. I'm telling you, the way I felt last night, if they run that back, I feel like the odds are a lot closer. And I almost feel like Volk has the momentum going into a second fight if they fight again.
Definitely the confidence. Yeah, I think that after the second round, the takedowns, I mean, they were sloppy when he did get him down. It wasn't – I think that he did open up a little bit more. But, like you said, Islam was able to hold him down that fourth round and kind of just neutralize him, but not do any damage. So I'm one that if you're just laying and praying and holding, I'm not scoring the fight for you. It's kind of the way Paddy Pimblett won his fight. against Gordon. You know, Gordon had him down the whole round, but he wasn't doing anything. And they scored it for Patty Pimlet. So it just depends who's judging that night, man.
Yeah, that's why I say 3-2 could have gone both ways. I would have loved to see it for Volk, man. Here's the thing. With Volk's loss...
Go ahead,
Ron.
I just thought being in his backyard was going to help.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? If it goes to the cards, you know, and it is 3-2 Islam, you never know. You never know because the judges can get swayed. The crowd was absolutely going nuts, bro, anytime Islam did anything. And earlier in the prelims, somebody, I forgot who it was, got absolutely robbed. I mean, it was all over Twitter.
The first
it was
fight
all,
of the night.
Yeah, it was all over social media. Like, even the commentators were like, this dude straight up just got robbed. So I said, if it goes to a decision, they're in Australia, and it's a close fight, they could just give it to Volkanovski and say, screw it. But one thing that I want to add is we need to realize how tough it is to be a double champ. There's only four guys who have ever done it, and it's very tough. We saw Izzy try to go up and be a double champ, and he didn't do it. We see Volk go up and try to be a champ, and he didn't do it. So we need to put some respect on the names of the guys that have done it because it is very, very difficult to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fair point. Hey, but let's get into why we're here today, man. I had my last shot of wearing my NFL jersey. I'm on my way to the JOB right now. But Sundays when there's football, you can wear the jerseys. I said, one last time, baby. One last time. Let's foresee what's gonna happen next year for the Buffalo Bills. Super Bowl bound next year.
Let's talk about it. Today's game will be played State Farm Stadium. Is that right? Arizona.
Yeah.
5:30 Central. Philly's coming in as a -1.5 favorite here. I mean, the line's pretty close to even. It's -120 money line, +100 for KC. Right off the bat, Ron, I just want to know who's winning tonight.
Give me Philly, man. Give me Philly. I just think that
you read the script.
I just think that the Patrick Mahomes magic is gonna. I mean, it has to end sometime, doesn't it? What do y'all think? I mean, it's got to end sometime, and I think that it ends tonight. I think that Philly is due for a breakout game. They did okay in the NFC Championship. I'm not going to say that they, blew the other team out. They did look a little, weary at times, and I think that tonight's a big game for AJ Brown. AJ Brown, I think, is going to go off. He's due. He came out hot in, early in the season, and then he kind of fell off a little bit. So I think tonight it's a big game for him, and give me him a Super Bowl MVP.
Wow. All right, I gotta roll with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna get it done. I think Mahomes is gonna get it done. Andy Reid's done it before. I think this game might be a little bit too big for Jalen for his first time up. I think we're gonna see that young quarterback jitters hit him a little bit. I think Jalen does score his rushing touchdown tonight at least once, but I think it's gonna be the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs to win this game.
So Justin giving out a little prop there. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
Anytime TD.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Got to be around even money. I do like AJ Brown in this game also. Man, I don't know if I'm going to sound like a fool because I'm not taking Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid off of a bye week, technically. And the points as underdogs, like I'm on the Eagles also, man. I am on the Eagles. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think that they're just a little nastier. I think the Eagles are a little nastier, and I think that they're going to make it nasty for Mahomes. Give me the Eagles in a close one. Eagles by a field goal.
37-34 Eagles. Like it's been going around.
Are those the numbers? Ryan?
There's a number going around. It was like 37, something like that on the script. So.
Yeah, it's like some fake script where somebody put up a picture and it's like 37-34 Eagles. It's like the script that's going around that it got revealed because with like the whole Arian Foster thing that the NFL scripted and all that. So supposedly that's going to be the score today, 37-34.
All right, Arian Foster knows how to go viral post football, bro.
He's done it twice. It's hard to do it two times. That's not luck. That's skill at that point.
First time landed him a spot on Joe Rogan. Yeah, saying he could beat up a wolf, and now this. He's pretty good at this viral game.
Yeah, this game's for him. All right, let's have some fun. Y'all said Eagles to win. Pick your MVP. You said who'd you say, Ron?
Who's this guy here? Jesus Armando Obregon Jr. I don't know any guy like that. I know a guy named Dukes.
Chill.
I know Dukes.
Hey, Dukes is on the Chiefs.
Pick your MVP, Ben and Ron. I know you said Brown, right, Ron? AJ Brown.
Yeah, Philly and AJ Brown.
And
I'll go with Jalen Hurts. I think that they're going to give it to the quarterback, so I'll go Jalen Hurts.
Okay, and if the Chiefs were to win, Ron, who's the MVP?
Oh, fucking Patty.
Patty?
All day. Face of the league. I mean, he is a State Farm guy with Aaron Rodgers, and they're playing at the State Farm Arena.
That's the script.
They're gonna build it up as the Jordan. They're gonna build it up as like the Jordan flu game, where he's like, he's on a busted ankle and his receivers are hurt. But to his credit, man, we saw what he did last year against the Bengals. I mean, he had nobody, and he was out there, pretty much hitting receivers in the freaking face masks, running for his life. So you got to give him credit, man. This guy was a college quarterback who didn't have a big name, and all of a sudden he comes to the NFL and it just looks like the GOAT.
Hey, boys, real quick, I got to get out of here, bro.
Name your MVP if KC wins.
If KC wins, I agree with Ron. It's going to be Mahomes. Regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP if they win. I mean, they don't win without him having a crazy game because I don't see Pacheco and McKinnon running on the Eagles defense. So I think that it's got to be Mahomes if they win. But yeah, I got the Eagles winning. Anybody want a little friendly wagers? Hit me up. I'm out, boys. Peace.
Hey, have a good day at work, man.
Have a good day at work.
You through. All right, Ron, we don't got much left. This was a Super Bowl freestyle. I do got to ask, though, Super Bowl is known for their halftime show. Are you up? Are you excited for Rihanna?
Rude boy. Come on, rude boy. I am. I am a Rihanna fan a little bit.
Absolutely.
We could go on the political side of this, which I know you don't want to touch, but
Let's touch it. What are you insinuating here? We don't have to go deep. I just want to know what you're at because I don't know what you're at.
Somebody tweeted. Let me find it.
Okay, well, while you talk about that or you look that up, what's gonna be how many songs do you think she does? Is it under 10 or over 10?
No, under 10.
Okay, and what does she open up with? What song are we gonna hear first?
I don't know, man. She has so many bangers, dog. I mean, I'm not gonna.
You got to think the Kanye West songs that she has collabs. Those are probably like eliminated from the conversation right away, right? Or do you think that maybe he comes out as a guest appearance? He's been under the radar hiding. Do they use him? He's kind of restored his image. They're saying he's going to be back with Adidas. What do we think?
I don't know. No, I don't think Kanye comes out.
What about Drake? Drake's at the Super Bowl. You think we see a Drake?
No, because
no chance he comes out for her.
I think that they would have pushed that. They would have pushed that a lot to get viewers.
I'm just saying because it's probably her big performance back. We haven't had a Rihanna album in quite some time, and she's coming off having the baby. So I'm just saying. She's got to do it big, in the Super Bowl. It's a grand stage. You got to show up right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that she does have some people come out with her. I just don't think that it's anybody super, super huge or a bigger star than her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, possibly. And final song, do you think it's Umbrella or do you think it's We Found Love? I mean, how's she going to end it? It's going to be one of those two, right? Like, it has to be.
ASAP, yeah, maybe ASAP, like Diego said in the comments, but Donald Trump, he said, without her stylist, she'd be nothing, bad everything, and no talent.
I disagree with Donald Trump there. I think she's very talented.
Some guy named
for me, I have her over Beyonce, and that I know that might get people upset, but I'm a Rihanna over Beyonce.
Some guy named Ronnie Jackson tweeted, Rihanna spray painted F Donald Trump on a car at the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo. She's made a career of spewing degenerate filth while bad-mouthing America every chance she gets. Why is the NFL showcasing this crap? Rihanna should not be the halftime performer.
Oh, okay. So that's what you meant on the political side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just think artists push limits. I think that's what they do, and I just don't see why that should limit her from being a Super Bowl performer. Um, it's just one of those things. Like, okay, if you're gonna eliminate her for that, then you're gonna eliminate a lot of artists, right? Because I mean, you saw a lot of pushback from the artist industry on Trump. So who do you go to then? So I just think that's something you can't really do.
Be. So you don't think she? So you think that she should be?
I just don't think that's a disqualification of performing for a Super Bowl. I think if you're going to be a disqualification, maybe you do what like Kanye did and you go crazy and praise Hitler. And I think that's an issue where you get disqualified. I don't think being anti-Trump should disqualify you. I just think that's not enough to disqualify.
We got Diego in the comments here. A lot of artists pushed back on Trump. Gonna have a Nickelback halftime show.
That's exactly what my sentiment, Diego. I think you can't disqualify an artist for a pushback of the president, regardless of where they line on the political spectrum. If they push back on Obama or they push back on Trump, I just don't think that's a disqualifier for the Super Bowl.
But I mean, this is like an American pastime here. This is where like the casual fan, the fan of, that doesn't watch football, the one game of the year that they watch football, it's probably going to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you don't think that you'd get somebody that's a little less controversial, maybe?
I would have to say that this is the first time I'm even hearing of her being controversial. And I don't think it though? She didn't make that her personality. You know what I mean? There's artists who have made that their personality. You can say like the comedian Kathy Griffin, the whole head thing. She kind of made that her shtick, right? For a while, hating on the former president. I think that's too far. I think that's a disqualification. Like if they said, hey, she should perform for America on a comedy spectrum show, it should be disqualified because that's too far. You push the limit beyond what it should be. But
so if an artist said that and did that about your president, I mean, you're a Trump guy, right? Or no?
I would like to think that I'm on that spectrum, on that
my
side.
Dad, I'm going to show this to my dad, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I would like to think I'm a little more conservative with my viewpoints, fiscally 100%. And I think morally, yeah, I would probably lean towards the right just based on what I am, religiously or whatever. So yeah,
I'm kind of with this guy, this Eddie Martinez guy right here. I don't know who this guy is. I think he has a birthday next month or something. But he says needs to start somewhere. Heck no, get her off the stage.
If it was up to Eddie, it'd be George Strait every year performing at the halftime show. So we got to disqualify Eddie there. Eddie's not he's not being an even kill here on this.
He's being a little biased.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What's on the menu?
What's on the menu? Yeah, let's talk about the menu. So everybody gets hyped about barbecue for the Super Bowl, and that's like, I like barbecue, don't get me wrong, but we barbecue 50 weeks out of the year. You know what I mean? It's maybe 2 weeks out of the year we don't like the pit at at one point. And I just think I'm a cheese guy. I'm a appetizers and sides guy. I think that for Super Bowl I get hyped more for that. I'm gonna be making one of those like smoked quesos today. That's what I'm in charge of. That's what I'm doing. There's gonna be ribeyes. There's gonna be fajitas. There's gonna be loaded ribs. There's gonna be pork ribs and spare ribs. There's gonna be all the buffet. You know what I mean? But I don't get hyped for that as much as I used to.
I'm going by for a plate. I'm gonna go pick up a plate.
We'll see if I have some tea for you tomorrow left over. We'll see.
That's right. Some tea.
We'll see. Well, Ron, I think, like I said, Super Bowl freestyle, we're going to do about 20, 25 minutes. We're at 25. I think it's a good point here to call it. I hope you enjoy your day. We didn't want to go on too late or later on in the day because a lot of people would be at parties lighting up the pits, and we didn't want to interfere with that. So we wanted to continue our 10 a.m. start time, and that's why we started this early today.
Yeah. No. I'm with it, man. Gonna go to my mom's. We're all gonna be there.
Yeah.
Good. I think we're making some chili dogs and some chili and some cornbread and
Ooh,
the
cornbread.
kind of like I guess all not I want to say all American, but just the classic Super Bowl food.
Yeah.
I guess and that's it, man. I have I hope my numbers hit. I have
That's
one.
so
I did a pod at work, so hopefully number one hits. Whatever it's 10 guys, $100. Hopefully I get some Volkanovski money back because I kind of threw the bag at Volk last night and I lost.
yeah.
So I need 1 or I need 7-9. 7-9 Eagles. Eagles are with the 9.
So 39-37 Eagles.
Could
would
you
be,
see? I was, dude. I swear to God, I was like, you think 39-37 happens? Can we see that?
No, 29-27 maybe. 39-37 is a lot.
It's kind of, isn't it kind of hard to get the 9?
3 field goals, you're there.
Yeah, but like final score, like how do you get 9? 7 times 5 is 35. How do you get 4? You're gonna have, I mean, what am I gonna need? Like a block extra point?
You're gonna need
safety?
let's say 3 touchdowns. That's 21. Then you got to get 8 points from there. So yeah, 9's hard after that first 9.
Yes, Diego, I do have +5, so it would be what 2-4. That's kind of tough too.
Well, 4 is not tough, right? 24.
Yeah.
2 is going to be tough.
Yeah.
32-24. Who knows? Maybe you're there.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully a little 2-point conversion action. The Eagles are a team that does like to go for 2-point conversions, or I don't know, man. Wilder things have happened. So
yeah. Have you hit big on a Super Bowl before?
Dude, never, dude. I've always kind of hit like first quarter or maybe halftime. But shit, man, it's a $100 number for 1,000 to get the 1, and then $100 number for $4,000 if I get the 7-9. So that's.
Well, let's get 7-9 today. Hopefully the Chiefs favor.
I need some Volkanovski money, man. And then when we go to the UFC next month, I can have some fun.
Yeah, you can splurge. Are you gonna be rocking your hospital shirt?
For sure, dude. I hope that comes in.
So I won't be the only one.
Which one are you wearing? Yeah, where'd you get that at?
No, I got a plug. You know what I mean?
The crate? Crate?
Not the crate. That would have been dope though. All right, man. Well, that's it for us on this Sunday. We just wanted to keep it lighthearted, freestyle with the comments, just being here chilling. Sure. And I think we accomplished that. We all gave our winners and our MVPs. It's just sad it wasn't the Cowboys this year, On to the next one. DC for life, right?
Last Sunday of the football year. Thank you everybody who was watching us and kicked it with us the entire football year and watched our shows. We were on through I think week 8, week 9, maybe 10, and then we kind of fell off.
Yeah, then we would hit it sporadically as much as we could. Roland was did a good job of organizing the slides throughout the season as he did last year. So shout out Roland. I don't know if he's still in the comments. He was earlier. For putting the Sunday shows together for us, Dr. Saucy himself.
But yeah, man, Justin, it was a great football year for us. It was fun doing it.
On to NBA and shows, but pitchers and catchers reporting soon.
Yeah, so. MLB, NBA. We still got a lot of cool stuff coming up from me talking about sports. We have a contest going on right now with those chicas. If you guys want to join, it ends tonight. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the likes and the comments and the shares. And thank you for being on with us today. We're a little bit, I'm a little bit rough. I'm a little bit raw. I got my coffee in my little hubby cup here, trying to get over this hangover. But everybody enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. And just thanks again for everything, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace.